Okay. Yeah, I can't see commas here. Okay, it's the screen
Keep
share.
reading.
I guarantee it. They just go off what the program describes has meaning. Anyway, Tammy said,
Rolling
Oh.
her eyes.
rolling her eyes, "Please stop self-effacing for attention.
See what Tammy
I'm
looks like.
doing no such thing," I protested. But
Nope,
what?
sorry.
Use your photo.
I'm trying to take a look at Tammy.
Okay. "I'm doing no such thing," I protested. I looked at the other girls in the group, but they just shrugged. But before I could say any more, the door slid open, one of the stagehands appearing. Sorry, Miss Hugh A. John?
Hold up, clicking on this.
There's a common girl. Oh,
Clicking
wow.
on it. Ah. She has a gun in hand.
Everyone will die. She has a gun.
Alright, go on.
Okay, there's a common girl who's really insistent on seeing you. She says she knows you. What should I say? He asked. Oh no, Jiné? I winced. I couldn't face her. Not after that disaster. Tell her I'm not here. Tell her that I've died. Tell her that I have died of shame, and therefore am not here.
Alright,
I'll
scroll.
say that you're busy.
He said uncomfortably.
What?
He
Oh,
said
he's saying.
uncomfortably.
Okay,
Yeah, go.
okay. Wait, who's this Jiné that you're so afraid of? The great and haughty Heijong, scared of a commoner? Tammy mocked. Send her in, send her in. This must be seen. Okay, sir, the stagehand said. Closed the door, despite my obvious distress. Please, at least treat her nicely, I implored, Tammy. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to be mean to her. I'm just going to be mean to you, he declared. I was about to respond by asking how I might be able to tell the difference, but at that moment, the door slid open.
Scrolling.
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, she exclaimed, bowing unnecessarily. I just wanted to thank, Miss Hyuje...
Heijong.
Huizhong, I freaking blur, for inviting me here. Sorry for the trouble. I'll be going now. Come in, come in. Any friend of Heijong is a friend of ours. I insist, he said. Oh, I'm not really, she said quietly, glancing at me, seeming worried. I gave her a sympathetic look. I mean, okay, thanks. I made room for her at the table, and she knelt down next to me. I smiled at her and tried to reassure myself that I hadn't really lost the upper hand. Perhaps she didn't know just to what extent I had utterly destroyed myself on stage. Perhaps... That's a nice dress, he told her. It really
wasn't.
really wasn't. That's bad. She tried her best to look, well, I don't know what her expectation of what one wears to the theater is, but I'm sure she tried her best. It was cute. It was endearing that she tried, but it was very certainly not a nice dress. He was making fun of her. After all, I winced. It wasn't fair. She hardly could know better. Thank you, she stammered.
Still trying to scroll.
Oh no, poor Jiné. I feel like it's being pronounced like, the
Jiné.
Forrest Gump.
No.
Jiné?
Stop it.
Okay. Thank you, she stammered. I wanted to die right there, on the spot. Or swoop in and rescue her, with a clever repartee.
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 Repartee!
No, shut up.
But
Just
before
keep-
I had a chance to think of anything to say, she just looked at him with a look of amazement and said, there's just one thing I'm confused by, though. I looked away. I was simply unable to watch this unfold. I had invited her here, and she was simply going to devour he was simply going to devour her whole. I had not understand just how truly calamitous this was. And what's that? He asked with a smirk. Well, it's something Miss Hyo Aejong was telling me. She said it's impossible to embody, playful elegance if you use mock flowers, right? She asked. I looked straight down. She was just too naive for this. She was going to be destroyed. Of course, he said. Okay, that makes sense, she said enthusiastically. Then she said the unexpected. So, then don't you also lose the playful elegance if you use mock compliments? I suddenly looked up out of shock, and there was just silence. She just tilted her head, looking cutely, as if she really did expect an answer. After a moment had passed for it to sink in, the girl giggled. I thought she hadn't understood, but no, she knew exactly when she had been the butt of the joke, and she had just absolutely called him on it in the most adorable, most natural seeming way. I may nearly have swooned on the spot. I thought I'd impress her when I invited her here, but instead I was the one who was impressed. You want to read Hyone's comment?
Oh, yeah. Well, I already did.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
someone has to, go back in time
Okay.
to read that.
You're right, he said, shrugging it off. That was unbecoming of me. I apologize. I was truly impressed. I was very truly impressed. The tone of the conversation was respectful after that. She really was naive. It turned out, but after a drink or two, she freely confessed to it in a way that was just the most endearing thing in the world. We explained the play to her, and I even admitted to her just how disastrously my performance had gone. Even after it was clear she couldn't tell, and her response was simply to smile, innocently at me, and say, with the utmost sincerity, "It's okay. I'm sure you'll get it perfect the next time." It was the sweetest thing. I'm having a hard time reading this with all the blurs coming up.
Scroll.
You scroller!
I scrolled too far.
They see Montegro scrolling.
Go.
They hate him.
Go.
Okay. Eventually, all the other actors took their leave, simply leaving us alone together backstage, entirely too drunk and entirely too close together, and I was just smitten with her at this point. Oh god, what's gonna happen?
Oh jeez.
I have
I'm gonna take
immensely...
a sip of water.
Oh my god. At least you have water right now. I have immensely enjoyed your company tonight, I told her. Without a doubt, you are far more than I. The absolute embodiment of playful elegance.
What the fuck was that?
I'm trying to pretend drunk.
No, don't pretend drunk.
Okay, fine. Oh, please, don't be silly, she said. I clasped her hand with mine. I mean it, truly. I declared I'd like to think I had some sort of psyche into what I had said.
Segway.
Segway? Why don't they spell it like Segway?
It is
Okay.
how you spell segue. Into what I said
There
next.
are segues. Okay. Something that made it seem natural, and not just an act of forwardness that would be excessive even for me. But I cannot remember saying anything of the sort. Fortunately, all I remember was staring deep into her eyes and declaring, if it please you, I'd rather like to kiss you right now. She blushed profusely, and I immediately regretted saying that, realizing I had moved remarkably too fast and was acting remarkably too drunk. Well,
Well
they're
then.
both, lesbians, right?
Yeah,
This is
well,
lesbians?
that's fine.
Okay.
I like lesbian.
Um,
I like
like gays.
Older
too.
lesbian
That's
and
fine.
younger lesbian. Okay.
It's part of the gay straight alliance.
Yeah. Okay, sure. She stammered, sounding reluctant. My apologies, I shouldn't have said that. I don't know what I was thinking. Please forgive me, I said to her. No, She looked down. I'd really like it if you did. Please. That'd be nice. I raised her chin with my finger so I could look her in the eyes. Really? I asked with uncertainty. Really? She stammered, trembling slightly as I stared into her eyes. I mean, if you want, it's okay. If you don't, I think... jeez. I'd just like it if you did. Really. Very well, I said. Then I leaned forward, clasping her hands, and gently kissed her quivering lips. They felt so delicate against mine,
Voice
and
crack.
I could nearly... Shut up. I'm coming to the end of my goddamn friggin' voice crack. Please stop. And I could nearly taste her surprise. Then I kissed her once more. Hey!
Sorry,
Okay.
unable to help myself.
Unable to help myself. You smell nice, little flower, I said softly to her. Oh my god, nicknames already.
I thought she already called her little.
Yeah,
flower.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
Montego, you are little flower.
No.
Thanks, she said
Aren't
when
I
I pulled away.
Aren't I White
What?
Princess?
Yeah, you're the white princess.
I'm White Princess.
Montego.
Find me on Steam as White Princess.
Montego, the character I'm reading is the one making out with the character you're reading. What's going on
No,
here?
not going over this. Keep reading. Thanks, she said.
When I pulled away, she was still blushing bright red, still quivering, but she grinned at me. Then a worried look overcame her face, and then she looked around the room. Oh no, it's midnight already! Oh jeez, I'm so late. Should have been home ages ago. I have to leave, sorry. I'm sorry, forgive me. You don't have to say that, I told her. Letting go when I realized I really just had scared her off. I'd come on to her too strongly, and she wanted to be a good sport, but the kiss really did scare her off. What a fool I am, I thought. I'll let you go. I didn't mean to push you like that. No, I like that. I'm flattered that you'd even look at me like that. I mean it, she said, rising to her feet. I shook
trying
my
to scroll
head.
so bad. There you go.
Yeah, I know. I shook my head. You don't need to say that. Don't worry about offending me. I understand. You don't need to worry about seeing me again. So don't spare my feelings. I'm not! She exclaimed. I like you. I think you are really cool. Please believe me. Then she pulled out an ugly hair clip from her hair and handed it to me. Here, hold on to this. I'm not giving it to you. I want it back, okay? I'm trusting you to hold on to it until I can be with you again.
Hold on.
I took it from her.
Is
Okay.
this what adult relationships are like?
Yeah, Montego.
Hune is
Tigger, that-
saying you're dumb.
Montego, that's clearly how they're like with you and Taylor. Mm-hmm. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm joking. I know that's not how it is.
I did give her my my Windows hat, my Windows beanie, so you know it's getting serious.
Okay. You're gonna turn the Bane all of a sudden, so I better hurry up before you do something to Batman. Oh god.
Batman!
No Bane, why? Please
I didn't say
don't.
anything. Just keep reading.
Okay.
I took it from her.
Not sure what's It sounds like it sounds like he took someone's virginity.
Hey, can I read this paragraph just in Bane's voice?
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
I took it from her, Batman. Not sure what to say. She started to run away, shouting back at me. Bye for now. Till next time.
Till next time, I said. Trailing off. Watch her run away.
Alright, just read normally.
Okay. Oh god.